We are ready to go with our TotalGym Progression 1 workout. This is our strength fundamental workout. It's 15 solid exercises. Before we get started, let me introduce you to the crew that's going to be working out with you. We've got Alex, Jessica, Michael, and Cassie. We're going to start off with lower body. So for lower body, you can be a little bit higher on your tower. So gang, let's go over to our TotalGyms and think about what level do you want to be on for your lower body, remembering that this entire workout, the lower will be less intense, higher will give you more intensity. So if everybody has their incline on the level that they like, next we're going to make sure that our squat stand is right where we want it. These models have adjustable squat stands, so make sure that you adjust it up. Like Michael, for example, you've got pretty long legs, so Michael would just come over here, adjust this up, and come up to the top level, making sure that he's happy with the tracking of his knees. Next, we'll straddle our glide boards, push the glide board up the rails. One hand on the squat stand is perfect. Sit down at the very bottom of your glide board, and then lie back, both feet up on the squat stand. If you have any kind of knee issues, you might want to scoot up your glide board so it limits your range of motion. Let's do a super slow squat just to check things out. Come down and then redirect up through your heels. Beautiful. Let's do 3 more just like that, team. Same tempo. You want to think about a few things. Shoulder blades are back and down, neutral spine, knees go right down the midline of the foot. So Alex is demonstrating that, right down the midline of the foot. And then up. You're welcome to open your feet a little bit wider. You got a nice large squat stand coming down. Good. Next, we're going to just pick up the tempo. We're going to go twice as fast. 2 down, 2 up. So take that down and then drive up. Beautiful, Michael. Shoulder blades back. He's not letting his pelvis come up. It's really common when you do squats like this that your pelvis is going to want to start to pull away from your glide board. Really tack it down. Does that feel good? Like you got a little glue right on the back of your pelvis. Ready, gang? Let's go a little bit faster now. So Jessica, come on, down and drive up. So if you're joining us at home with your XLS, you want to really feel good control here. It should be strenuous, but it shouldn't be painful. Also on your depth of your squats. Excellent. Everybody come on up and pause for a second. Next, we're going to go into a unilateral squat. That means one leg, okay? So bring one leg, let's say your right leg, okay? Better to start with your leg that's not as strong. So if your left leg is a little more challenged, start with your left leg. Line it up directly under your hip. Lift the other leg up. A few options, like Cassie, you could just grab onto your hamstring if that makes it more comfortable. And then we're gonna start off with a nice slow unilateral squat. Again, to make sure that we're happy with the level. This might be really intense. Ready, team? Come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back up, just like that. If that feels too hard, you just stand up and lower, okay? Or you could put your foot back down if you get too fatigued. Ready? Let's pick up the tempo. Come down for 2 and up for 2. That's perfect. Shoulder blades are back, core's engaged, knees going right down the midline of the foot. Now let's do a couple more like that, going down and up and down. Let's go for 2 more. That'll be an even 8, right? 2 more. And now, let's pick up our tempo again. Ready? Down and up. Here we go. Squeeze. Down and up. Good. Down and up. That's beautiful. How's that feel, Cassie? You look so good. Driving through your heels so it translates into your glutes. Excellent job. Now, let's switch legs and slow down. The other leg comes on. Bring that leg up. Get everything set up. Make sure that your spine's nice and neutral. And now, slowly come down. A little slower. And then press up. Good. When you start to press up, extend through your heel. That's it. And then press up. Good. Now pick up the tempo. Come down, down, drive up and up. Again, down, down, and up. That's beautiful. How's that feel, Michael?
Great.
Good. Looking so solid. Nice neutral neck too. You even want to be aware of your neck, not letting your head come back. 4 more over there, Alex. 2 more. No way. All right. Pick up the tempo. I'll take your word for it. Make sure it's even. If you do 8 on one side, do 8 on the other. All right? How many more then? 4, I think?
Oh, yeah.
We've got 4 and 3. How many over there?
2
And 1. Beautiful. Both feet come onto your squat stand. Next, we're going to do a toed out squat. If you dance, you did plie, it's like a plie squat. Take your feet wide, up high on your squat stand. Still keep your tailbone down, shoulders back. And then let's take this nice and slow to start with. Knees go right down the midline of your foot, pause at the bottom, and then squeeze up. Good. That's it. Once again, be mindful that your pelvis doesn't lift away from the glide board. So imagine like Velcro stuck, one piece on your tailbone, one on the glide board, and you want to keep it attached. Good. Guys, ready to pick up the tempo? Let's go a little bit faster now. Coming down and squeezing up. Good. Shoulders stay back. Neck stays nice and neutral. And you want to have this feel like a good intensity. It's challenging. You start to get fatigued, but you don't lose your form, not your quality. Let's go faster again, team. Take it down. So nice. Yeah, good, good, good. Beautiful. So if you're following us at home on your XLS, you're really thinking about squeezing those legs together. Excellent job. Everybody, take a break at the top. Good, all the way up. And then sit up and bring your feet onto the floor on the outside of your rails. Hold the glide board and stand up. And then gently let the glide board come down. So you notice how they all reach between their legs. Let the glide board come all the way down. Step off to the side, and you're gonna hook your pulley up to the top of your glide board. So you just grab onto that pulley, and we bring it right up to the top of the glide board. And then you're gonna wanna lower down. We're moving into the upper body, not quite as large muscles as the lower body. So we'll move down. I would say, if you're new to this, you might be at the bottom or second to the bottom level. If you've been doing this with us for a little while, maybe to the middle. Sound good? Then grab both of your handles in one hand. Step down toward your squat stand, just holding them, and then re-straddle that glide board and separate the handles behind your back. Double check, look back, make sure the handles didn't cross, then have a seat toward the bottom, just leaving yourself enough room to put your feet up. Next, we're gonna lie down, making sure that our head is completely supported. And if you have long hair, Jessica over there, make sure it's nowhere near that pulley behind your head. Then stretch your arms back over your head and just pause there for a second, making sure you have a neutral spine. Little bit of air could fit through your low back the whole time. Now, turn your palms so they face one another. We're gonna do a nice lat pull down. So nice and 2 counts. Come into your ribs, reach back to the tower. Good. Pull toward your rib cage, and the motion is up to the ceiling, over to the ribs, back to the ceiling and over to the ribs. Just warming up that shoulder. Let's do 4 more. Yeah, does that feel good? Perfect. So this should just be a good shoulder warm-up exercise. If this is intense, you need to lower down, because the next exercise, guess what, gang? Twice as hard. Next time, bring your elbows to your rib cage, straighten your arms all the way down next to your thighs, about mid-thigh, okay? So you can just see your hands. Now take your time, slowly reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling, listen to your shoulder. If it starts to feel any sense of pain, you've gone too far. Pause when you feel that, and now come forward slowly, slowly. Touch the top of your knees, and then go back through your full range of motion. It's different for everybody. Come forward, and now go back. Perfect. Let's pick up the tempo. Squeeze over and back. So it's 2 counts. We go 1, 2, and back. Beautiful, Michael. Over and back. That's so good. Are you ready? Add a crunch. So touch my hand. Come on up. Up, touch my hand. That's it. Come on, get to my hand. Where is it? Excellent. So here's what a lot of people do. They reach for their hips. Why? Because it's easier. So if you need some assistance, reach for your hips. Remember, also, you can put your feet on the floor at any point in time to give yourself a spot. So how do you make it easier? Feet down or lower your incline. Cassie's showing that right now. Couple more. Excellent, gang. Now, on the next one, I want you to lift your feet up. Come up and then go back. Good. Now, if you want to modify this, you can lift one leg at a time. So show that, Michael. As you come up, one knee comes in, then put that foot down, and then switch. Let's see. Alex, will you show that? One leg up, and then put it down. Good. You got that, Michael? You got that at home. Now you can try both legs. Just giving you a hard time, mate. You're doing great. Just a little slower. Now I got you nervous. Next time, come up and squeeze. Up and squeeze. Now, just focusing on your core. Really those abs. Let's pulse in and in and in. You have a choice. Feet can be up. That's harder for your pelvis to stabilize. Feet can be down. Makes it a little bit easier. Both are great. Stay there and hold. Good. Now, take your legs to your nose. Knees to nose. Just pull your knees in. Knees to nose. Now, I don't really want you to think about your legs moving. I want you to think about your pelvis moving. Pull your pelvis to your rib cage. Pelvis to your ribs. So this one, you're going to have to really think of almost doing like a pelvic tilt, okay? Little pelvic tilt. Now, for our final set here, squeeze it all together. Pulse in, pelvis and ribs. Pulse, pelvis and ribs, Michael. Really flex that entire spine. Let's do 4 more. That's so good. Take that. 4. How many was that? I think that was 4, right? What's that, 8? I can't hear you. Take a break. Good job. Stretch all the way back. Lengthen everything. Next, we get to work our triceps. So none of us want to put our hand out and have this, so this is great. All right? Elbows come right next to your rib cage. Now, if you're just starting out with this, I'd like you to bring your elbows right along the side of your body. So almost your elbow touches the glide board, but you really want it straight out from your shoulder. Fingers face one another, then push down toward the glide board, pause for a second, and come back, just like that. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Come down, 2, 3, 4. Now come back. Let's do that same action twice as fast. Down. Now, if you've been doing this for a while, let's say this is your second or third time doing progression 1 with us, Alex will show you a variation. Elbows come up. Now you notice that he still stabilizes in his shoulder, but he really works those triceps. Let's pick up the tempo and alternate. Right arm. Let's just do one arm. Sorry, a little late on my cue. That was my fault, not yours, Alex. I'll take responsibility when it's mine. Good. 4 more. And 3. Now, you ready? We're gonna try static equilibrium. This will be your first time. So right arm up and hold. Right arm up and hold. Good. Switch to your left. Switch to your right. Notice how he's not moving the glide board. No movement in the glide board. Good. That's fantastic. We're keeping the tension on the triceps. Now, pick up the tempo, team. Go right and left. Right and left. Go right and left. That's it. Don't move your shoulders. 8 more. You can keep them close to your ribs. This is a little easier. How many more? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch. So you'll notice that when you fatigue, you start to work from your shoulders, okay? That's your body trying to get another muscle involved. So if that starts to happen, I'd rather you take a break. All right, gang, chest press is next. So here's how we sit up. Hands come down by your knees. Bring your knees up to your rib cage, and then rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. Beautiful. Feet come wide to the rails, then stand up. Hold your handles, then just walk backward until you're gonna sit at the top of your glide board. Excellent. Now, reposition it so the cable comes under your arm. So yeah, see how Jessica has the cable under, not on top? It's more comfortable. Bring your elbows up. Good. Draw your shoulders down. And then take a deep breath in, really grow in your spine, feel the air on your spine, and then squeeze your legs together. Did I say legs? Squeeze your arms together. That's a better cue. Good. Right together and open up. Beautiful. And together and up. We're gonna do 4 more just like that. Now, the tendency here is to rock your body instead of moving your arms. That's the tendency. I don't want you to do that. I want you to use your core to stabilize your posture. That's what makes the TotalGym great. You gotta really use your core to do this. Now let's alternate and pick up the tempo. One arm, in, pull it back. Next arm. Beautiful, Jessica. So the deal here is no movement in the trunk, all the movement in the chest. Squeeze that arm across your body. Squeeze that arm across. How's that feel, gang? What's that? You say you wanna do another 4? Okay, only because you asked. How many? 4 more? All right, take a break. Excellent. What I'd like you to do is just take your arms by your side. Let the glide board glide down just enough to help you stretch, okay? Just a gentle stretch here. Another thing I love about the TotalGym is at the end, you can always go to the lengthen motion and get a little assistance from that pulley. Good. Now, stand up, holding onto your handles. Step off to one side and turn around and face your tower and take a seat. Before you sit down, always anchor, okay? So handles go down first. This fixes your glide board. So notice how Jessica's glide board can't move. Then sit down. This is progression 1, so I need you to sit down. She wanted to kneel. When you watch progression 2, we'll go to kneeling. Now, seated, yes. My team. Now, we're gonna take the legs up, and we're gonna just pull the arms along the rib cage and reach back to the tower. Squeezing your back. So you wanna drive with your back. Squeeze your back, and then reach forward. Good. Lift up as you pull back. Good. Couple more, just like that. Squeezing back and forward again, squeezing back. Good, 2 more, gang. Now make sure that you don't lean back as your arms go back. If anything, kind of lean forward. Excellent, take a break. Now, Cassie, you're gonna keep the hands just as they are, okay? Everybody else, take both handles into one hand. Now, look at Alex over here. Notice how Alex has one handle and one canvas strap, and then he can keep his wrist straight and strong. If 2 handles makes you flex your wrist, hold one handle and one canvas strap. Feet back up, and now here we go. A little faster, pull in and out, squeeze in and out. That's great, in. Now, the tendency will be to rotate your torso. So use your core to make sure there's no rotation. Not that there's anything wrong with rotation. We just want to focus on really pulling without rotating and using our core to stabilize. Feel good, gang? Let's do one more after this one, and then switch sides. Set up the second side, get your hands ready, shoulder blades down, and then we do the other side. Ready? Here we go. In. Now, Cassie, on this one, I want you to do an even easier version. You're gonna do one arm and then the other. So arm and arm. Look, I'll come over to you. Keep going. That's it. That's the tempo I want. Just like that. You have 4 more. So this is a way to modify it a little bit so that it's a little more comfortable. Excellent job. Take a break. Everybody who has their handles together, separate them. Turn your palms up and line your elbows right with your pulley. So wherever your pulley is, point your elbow right to it, like there's a laser beam going to your pulley. Turn your palms up, and now come up to your shoulders and out to your pulley. Perfect. Up to your shoulders. Good. So you want that cable, just like Michael's doing beautifully here, to go right up the forearm and right down the belly of the bicep. Let's alternate here. We go right arm and left arm. Beautiful. Or one arm and then the other. I caution to say right or left because I want you to vary that. Next, we go to static equilibrium. So ready, pull one arm up, switch to the other arm, switch, switch, switch. Good. Now the tendency here again will be to use your shoulders. Don't use your shoulders, stabilize. Use your shoulders to stabilize, but not to move. Just flex that elbow. Couple more, team. Great job. Take a break. I like when they woo because that means they feel it. Awesome job. Now, we're gonna anchor in and we're gonna go to torso rotation. So stand up and step off. Lose one handle. So for today, take the handle in your left hand and bring it back to the pulley and let go. Then step over your glide board and take the other handle into your left hand. And we're gonna all face Alex. So you'll notice Alex has his front pulley handle. Now, next workout, I'd want you to change it to the back handle. So just next time you do this workout with us, instead of grabbing the front one, grab the back one, okay? Sound good? Now, both hands come onto the handle. Bring your elbows into your rib cage. Make a beautiful triangle. Then take your feet up. You'll notice our team's got a couple different feet options. So somebody hook their back leg onto the glide board. Is that comfortable for you to do? Okay. You could always put your feet down. So you notice she has one leg back, one leg up. Michael's got both forward, and so does Jessica. Okay, Jessica's gonna bring one in. Most important thing is that you feel stable in your pelvis, but that you have a little bit of motion. And now, rotate the trunk. Rotate the trunk, and then come back to the center. Rotate the trunk, and come back to the center. Beautiful. We're gonna do a total of 8. Good. So we should have 4 more. Now the focus here is taking the top ribs and rotating them around to the front of your body, over to the squat stand. Great job, you guys. Now, after we finish this next one, do one more. Now pick up your tempo, across and back. That's beautiful. We're going for 16 here, okay? 16, team. Now, if you want to, you can play with your angle. You can go a little low and a little high, but really focus on the rotation. Or, Jessica, demonstrate lengthening your arms. So as you advance, you'll stretch your arms away from you. How many more, team? 4. How many? How many more do you want to do? Oh, I thought you said 8. Take a break. Great job. Anchor in. Step over. Switch handles. And we'll do the same sequence on the other side. So remember, it's rotating the trunk. We're really using the obliques here. This is a great waist exercise. Think about how much stuff that you do in trunk rotation. If you play any kind of court sports, then you really get these muscles involved. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back. We rotate to the front and back. Let's wait, let's wait. You can put your feet down if you need to for a second because I want a good beat. Are we ready? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Not yet, Jessica. Are you ready? In 4. And here we go. Rotate around. Around. Slower though. She's ready. Are you ready? Around. That's it. And back. Excellent job. Squeeze. 4 more, just like that. Now, do the exact same variations that you did on the other side of your body, but remember, there's a lot of options here. If you need help, you put your feet on your floor, right? Later on, you'll notice in progression 2, we even come to a kneeling position. Guys, ready to go single time? We have 16. Go. Now you can go faster. That's it. So the pelvis stays focused. So imagine the pelvis is like the front lights on your car pointing in the same direction. And then you just rotate the upper body. I'd like to use like a corkscrew action. That's it. Squeezing across your body. Beautiful. If you lengthen your lever, do it on this side. That means longer arms. It's more challenging because they're farther away from your body. Last one, and take a break. Excellent job. Anchor in, step up, and we're done using the pulley system. So disengage your center pulley. And next, we're going to go to the foot holder. So if you're on the XLS, you'll want to get your wing attachment out. Here you go. We'll do this together. So you take the wing attachment, place it up high on the rails, and then slide the pin right into the rails. You let you do your side first. Got it? There you go. All right, okay. If you're ready, now remember, we're gonna do some crunches here and we're gonna do some hamstring curls. So if you wanna make an adjustment to your incline, now's the time. Then you're going to take the glide board and you're gonna glide it up your rails, grab onto the top of your foot holder and slide your ankles between, heel first, just like Michael did. Next, you're going to lie back, making sure that you're at the top of your glide board. So a nice thing to do, you'll notice what Michael does, is he takes his hands and reaches to the front and then lies all the way back. I didn't mention this on the squats, but it's also nice when you're doing the squats to reach around and hold onto the front of the glide board like we're holding onto the top of the glide board. Next, we're gonna put a bend into our knees, bend your knees. We're gonna point our toes, and now there's a few options, okay? One option would be to reach your hands toward your knees. So why don't you do that? If you're neck fatigued, you can put one hand behind your head. Next option, arms come across your chest, thumbs on your chin to remind you not to pull your chin forward. Hands behind your head for the two of you. Now, let's squeeze up into a crunch. Come up and back. That's it. How's that feel? Oh, so good. I love Michael because he smiles when he's in pain. A little slower, brother. In, and out. That's it. A couple more like that. Squeezing up and down. Beautiful. And squeeze. Now let's pick up the tempo. Touch my hand, and down. Beautiful. So if your neck starts to get tired, you can put a hand behind it. But one of the things to remember that helps, exhale each time. If you put your tongue against the soft palate under the roof of your mouth, it also helps relax your neck. Next time, come up and hold. Stay there. Alex, I want you to stretch your arms back toward the squat stand without dropping your head. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. Stay there. Hold for 4. Wait, what comes after 4? 5? Should I go the other way? 2. And take a break. Good. Relax for a second. Now, I know how much you love to work your obliques. So what do you say we do another set with some rotation? Let's add that now. Ready? Coming up, rotate over and back. And rotate over and back. So what we're looking for is the rib cage to move over toward the opposite inner thigh. Good. Coming across the midline and back. Let's do that one more time. Same action, but pick up the tempo. Squeezing up and back. Beautiful. Up. That's it. Great. How's that feel, everybody? How many more would you guys like to do? 4? I think we should do another 4, just cause. Let's do 4 more, because we love to work our abs, and especially when our obliques are involved, right? What's that? I'm sorry, they want to do 4 more. Go ahead, go 4. And 3. I can't hear you. All right, go ahead and take a break. Great job, stretch. All right. Next, we're gonna work into our hamstrings. Now, If this is your first time doing this exercise, you'll notice when these start to get tight, your pelvis is gonna wanna move into a little excessive sway back, which means it's gonna pull away from the glide board. So everybody, set your pelvis, okay? Neutral position. Even a slight imprint if you just wanna feel what that feels like. Now bend your knees and draw your tailbone toward your heels. And now lengthen back down. That's fantastic. Do that again. Up, 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 and down. Great. Now, as you're pulling up, do you feel how your low back wants to pull away from the glide board? So use your core to make sure that doesn't happen. Can we pick up the tempo? Coming up a little closer. Up and down. Good. Coming up and down. So nice, so nice. Squeezing up and down. Nice and smooth. Beautiful posture. What do you say we do 4 more? Sound good? I won't change it, but give me 4 great ones. Good. So you want to draw your tailbone right up to your heels without letting your knees go in or out. Make sure the knees go right down the midline of your foot, right in alignment with your hips. Last one. Great job. Take a break, take a break. Just hang for a second. Do you guys want to know where we're at? Only 1 exercise left. That's it. That's it. So let's make it great. Let's sit up. You guys are going to lower your foot holders. So pull up, take your feet out. If you're as tall as Michael, then you can just do it from right there. And then you keep your wing attachment. We're gonna put on your 3 grip pull-up bar, okay? You guys lower your lat bars down. Now, this is our last sequence in our progression 1 workout. After this, it's a cool down. So I want you guys to challenge yourself, okay? Let's go for 2 sets. 2 sets of pull-ups. All right. Jessica, what do you say we bring you up? I'll help you. You know, I know this is kind of strenuous to adjust. So, you know, let me be a gentleman and help you with that. How's that? What's that? A little higher, you said? Not such a gentleman. All right, gang. Next, we're going to walk back down, face the tower, straddle the glide board, and push it up. You can use your legs to gently hold it in place. You're going to bring one hand up onto your pull-up bars and lie down with your chest at the top. Now, for your legs, you can either bend your knees like Jessica's doing if that helps your back feel more comfortable. You can take your legs out wide or straight underneath you. Make sure that you get nice long arms. You don't have to lock your elbows, but we're gonna go into a nice slow pull up. You guys ready? Pull up, up, up to the top and come down. Beautiful form, Michael. Elbows coming right down into the rib cage. That's it, that's it. Good. Now we're gonna go twice as fast. Squeeze up and down. Good, good, good. Squeezing up, come right into that little space above your wing attachment, right into that pull-up. One more time. Now we're gonna go twice as fast again for 8. Pull yourself up. Go 8 and 7 and 6. Excellent job, Alex. I feel like I've left you alone for too long. 4, he doesn't mind. And 3, how many?
And 2. And 1.
Excellent job. Okay, gang, that's set number 1 and done. All we have to do is one more set. So if you want to release your grip for a second, go ahead. It's important to have a good grip that helps to stabilize your shoulders. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's start with half time. Here we go. Up and 2. Go up and up. Good. The neck stays nice and long. Don't let your head drop into the rails. The elbows come out semicircle right into the midline of the rib cage. Beautiful. All right, gang. 8 singles right here. Pulling 8. Good. And 7. So if you want more of a challenge, what do? Raise the rails up. If you need less of a challenge, you move it down. 4 and 3. I've got a special surprise for you guys because I love you so much. Pull to the top and hold. Stay there. Now, as slowly as you can, lower yourself down. How slow can you go? Now, as if that's not enough, let's do 8 more singles and we're done. Go. 8. I know this is progression 1, guys, but let's do our best to finish strong. Come on, go for it. How many more?
3.
3, and then 2, and then we're done. Great job, you guys. Shake out everything, release, and then we're gonna flip around and we're gonna stretch. You guys deserve it, all right? So everybody just stand up, turn around, and have a seat on your glide board. Have a seat on the glide board, and then all I want you to do is lie back. So make sure that you can slide the glide board up so that when you lie back, you have your head completely supported. And then we can extend up. Good. Beautiful. Now, bring your right knee into your chest. Just give it a little hug. Say thank you, right leg, for all the great work that you did. That's beautiful. Now, next we're going to extend that right leg. So, nice, beautiful posture. Just extend that right leg out. Beautiful. That's it. You can either have your hand below your knees or above, whatever feels appropriate. Keep your hips aligned. Stretch into that hamstring. That's nice. Excellent. Now go ahead and bend that knee down and then cross the ankle over the opposite thigh, and then let's just lower down. You want to let the glide board lower down, but the natural tendency is for the pelvis to lift up. So you want to really keep your tailbone into the glide board as you come down. Not a lot of pressure on that outside knee because you don't want the knee to get torqued at all. You just want to think that knee up so it comes right across the outside of the glute. You guys feel that? Excellent. Let's go ahead and press back up to a long leg and put our foot down onto the squat stand and bring the other knee up into. Great. That's it. And then you're just going to hang out there for a second. First, just stay with that bent knee for even longer, Michael. Bend your knee more. Now go ahead and straighten that leg. Beautiful, beautiful. So again, Michael's really flexible. So if you want to, you can bring your hands up above. That's gorgeous. Tailbone down. Oh, excellent. And then release. Cross that ankle over the opposite thigh, and then slowly let the glide board come down again. Everything we talked about, tailbone staying down, stretching across the outside of your glute. I do want to say in that last hamstring stretch, the tendency is also to let the pelvis come up. So really keep your pelvis down. Beautiful, again. Just thinking that hip out. That's it. Nice deep breath. Now extend your legs all the way up, and then put your leg back onto the squat stand or to the floor, whatever's more comfortable, and sit up. Good. Now, let's let our feet come to the floor and go ahead and let the glide board slide down. You can stand up if it's more comfortable, coming all the way to the bottom, and then just take a seat. Let's all have a seat. Let's just stay on your glide board and have a seat. And then let's just take our arms across our chest. You want to really think about the shoulder coming down. Beautiful. Do the same thing on the other side. Good, that's it. Beautiful. And next, just open up your chest. Take your chest back and stretch. A little bit wider. Lift your heart. Keep your neck in alignment. Now, gang, give yourself a great big hand for an awesome job. Thank you for joining us for our Total Gym Progression 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, even within that Progression 1, there's a lot of options and variables you can do to increase the intensity or to back it off. Have a great time working out on your Total Gym. Thank you for joining us. Great job, Alex. Great job, Jessica. Great job, Michael. And Cassie. Woo! And you at home, awesome job.